All right. Welcome back to another round of the OneDnD playtest materials with Noah and the Gator. Noah, say hi.
Hello.
Gator, say hello.
Goodbye.
So for those of you who are seeing this for the first time, what this is we're just going to have a first impression of the Unearthed Arcana playtest materials that dropped a bit ago. We haven't really looked at it much yet. But this is from the point of view of teenage gamers. Noah and Zane have been playing for at least 5 years now or so, right? Right. Okay. And so I feel that that's enough time for them to have spent with 5e, and they've been playing other role-playing games, of course, so their opinion is, broad and wide, but they have some comments. They have some comments and some questions and some very righteous opinions about what potentially is going to be the next edition of Dungeons and Dragons, whether they want to call it an edition or not. So, do you agree that the next thing that comes out is or is not going to be an edition?
It feels like just like an add-on to 5e already.
Okay. And how about the alligator or the crocodile or whatever?
5.5e.
5.5e. So if you divide 5.5e by 10e, what do you get?
Like a 1 or 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, my son, the future mathematician. Yeah.
I got the answer. I got the 0.55e.
Okay, and get off your phone, crocodile, or alligator. Sorry, alligator. Don't bite me.
Okay,
So-
I'll have you know, I didn't need to use my phone calculator.
Mm-hmm. And that is why I love having these two on. They are teenagers full of piss and vinegar and a lot of laughs. And just so you know, they are a joy to game with. They bring their own personality and sense of humor that is far better than some adults that I have played with before. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and transition over to the play materials. So, do you guys have any idea what just dropped recently? We went over the original play materials, and it left you with I guess the way I would describe it, not really a good taste in your mouth. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what was in the playtest?
Tieflings.
Tieflings. Yeah. Okay.
Alorians or whatever the new thing is called.
Malorians are from the Belgariad. You're thinking of something else.
No, Malorians, as in Malorian Arms, 3516, like Cyberpunk.
Ah, see, someone's been playing Cyberpunk recently.
Too much.
Too much. They've been reading not only the recent Cyberpunk Red materials, but 2020 also.
No, I'm not.
But we're not here to talk about Cyberpunk. So,
Yes, we are.
well, just so you know, what has dropped recently, which I'll be reading off to you guys, is what is called the expert class. Some of the classes from 5th edition have been reorganized, and they're going to be
Thanks.
No thanks. Well, we're going to go over them and kind of get your general impression. But yes, they've been reorganized. And so some character classes are going to fall under different categories now, according to, what will be OneDnD or whatever they're going to call it. So what are expert classes? 3 classes that appear in this document, each one a member of the expert group. And expert groups are now bards,
Okay.
rangers,
don't get expertise.
and rogue. But hold on a minute. Expert class is just like a definition, like warriors or magic users.
No. Expert at least suggests that they have expertise.
Okay, that's a valid opinion, and some people may feel very similar to that. The naming convention for this particular grouping, I don't think is everyone's cup of tea. Because there's
Why not just group it into casters, half casters, and martial?
that's a good opinion or a good question. What about you, alligator?
It's just reminding me about the vocation system I just wrote for a homebrewed game. And how there's basic, advanced, and 2 advanced classes.
Right. Okay. So off the bat, you're not liking just the name of the classifications now, right? Or the category. Okay. Well, we'll move on from there. So, but
like it.
You don't like it. Okay. So with that, each class is going to come with some classes, just like they do, within 5th edition. That's not going to change. There's going to be feats. There's going to be spells associated with them, arcane, divine, and primal. Primal being the primary set of spells for rangers. And the bard potentially uses all three thanks to the magical secrets feature.
Bards can cast stuff.
Okay.
I want to see bards use divine intervention.
Shillelagh.
So that's the general description. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to a bunch of this other stuff is just rehash of what they told you. This is playtest material. None of this stuff is set in stone. Obviously playtest this, get back to them and tell them how you feel about this. Now, obviously you guys aren't going to be doing that. Some people are. And it's the general opinion that even though if you playtest it and you have an issue, there's no guarantee that those said changes will occur. So what they're going to do next is they're going to break down the parts of a class. So each class is going to have a primary ability. The primary ability of a class is critical to some of the class's features. Now, correct me if this is a rehash from the original playtest, because it's been a while. So when you create your character, the ability is a great place to put one of your highest scores, right? That's nothing new.
Yeah.
Similarly, whenever you gain the ability score improvement feat, consider increasing your primary ability.
Okay.
Finally, to use the multi-classing rules, you must have at least a score of 13 on the primary ability of all your classes.
Yeah.
Okay. So all right. So class grouping. So here's not only the experts, but here's the other groups as they are going to be done. So we have experts, which are going to be bard, rangers, and rogues. Their characteristics, they consider them to be polymaths who have the expertise feature and elements of other classes. Okay, comments.
Why do they make it so complex when it was so evenly divided between casters, which casted spells primarily, half casters, which did either both or one slightly over the other, and marshals, which is purely like melee and physical damage?
That's a very good question.
Besides that, there's not really any real difference between the classes.
Okay, that's a good point. Alligator. No comment?
I think he died.
He just died from the description?
No, I was reading it and I thought what says priest said fighter, and I was like, why is druid in the fighter section?
Right. Okay, so...
Why is druid a priest?
Nature priest.
Nature priest,
and
yes.
Paladins aren't priests either. Paladins... There's only one type of paladin that's holy and god base.
Right.
They'd fall under warrior more than priests.
Okay. Well, there's been some reorganization going on.
It sucks.
Okay. So, but carrying on, we have mages, sorcerers, warlocks, and wizards. Yep. Priests, cleric, druid, and paladin. Now, paladin's an interesting one because paladin classically has been of either a fighter or warrior class, subclass, whatever edition you're talking about. Never really been categorized as a priest, even though that they do essentially have priestly type features to them, i.e., a holy warrior, so to speak. What do you say about that?
They're like martial first, caster secondary.
Okay, so then they should technically be under what they have here for warriors, in your opinion, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Or it should never have been moved.
Yeah.
Okay. Alligator, any commentary?
No.
How do you feel about the classification so far, the reclassification?
I preferred caster, half caster, and martial.
Okay.
Easier.
Right. Okay. And then finally, we have barbarians, fighters, and monks as warriors. It's noted here, though, that the artificer is also considered an expert. That class appears in Tasha's Cauldron and Everything and Eberron Rising from the Last War, not the Player's Handbook. So they're just focusing on Player's Handbook. But yeah.
Artificers are half casters.
Okay. Well,
So
but
you're gonna say an artificer is a priest or a
give
warrior?
it here. One more time.
A priest is, artificer is probably mage.
Okay. All right.
Alligator died again.
All right. Well, stop poking him with the microphone. Okay. So carrying on. So we're going to skip on over through creating members of your class because this is nothing new in dealing with subclasses. But the first one that comes up is Bard. Okay. So we're gonna touch on Bard for a minute here. Have either one of you played a Bard in 5th edition?
No.
I believe Zane has, right?
No.
No? Okay. So now just, we'll go over this briefly because right after this is Ranger. And I know you probably have you've had comments about 5th edition Ranger, and you may want to see how the Ranger is being held in OneDnD. So Bards. Primary ability, Charisma. That doesn't change. Invoking magic through music, dance, and verse. Bards are expert in inspiring others, soothing hurts, disheartening foes, and creating illusions. Do you feel that holds true?
Wait, what?
So Bards, wake up. Bards are experts at inspiring others, soothing hurts, disheartening foes, and creating illusions. Do you feel that holds true?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Bards believe that the creators of the multiverse spoke, and those words of creation.
Creators multiple.
What's that?
Creators multiple.
I guess so.
I thought there was only one multiverse creator, and it was AO.
Well, I guess the lore is left to be debated.
The lore is that AO and AO alone created Forgotten Realms.
Okay. And you're saying that because primarily 5th edition is focused upon Forgotten Realms. Yeah. Okay. Well, apparently that's going to be changing also. Okay.
Why is there so many lore retconning?
I don't know. Someone needs to justify their job. It's, they spent so much time on the Sword Coast. It's not like there's anywhere else within the Forgotten Realms they could go to. So carrying on. The magic of bards is an attempt to harness these words which transcend any language. Almost anything can inspire a new song or tale, so bards are fascinated by almost everything. Not every singer or poet in a tavern or jester in the royal court is a bard. Harnessing the words of creation requires hard work in some measure and natural talent that most troubadours and jongleurs lack. So essentially they're telling you not all performers are bards. Bards are special. There's a difference between an entertainer telling jokes and stories and bards themselves. That kind of goes without saying because you're playing D&D. I want to be a poet. Okay. You're a poet. What do I get? A pen and paper.
You can poet stuff.
You can poet stuff. You have +5 to poeting. And you can rhyme all the time. I like lime. Ice cream. There you go. All right, so here we go. We're getting into the guts now. So, Alligator, can you see at all, or are you still alive?
Oh, say, can you see?
Okay. So, bards at first level. When you create your bard, you get a proficiency bonus of 2. Your classic features are going to be bardic inspiration and spell casting. You're going to be starting with a D6 for your hit dice, and you're going to be provided 2 cantrips and 2.
Bards have D6 hit dice?
I guess so. Oh, actually,
that's bardic die.
Oh, bardic die. Yeah, I'm sorry, bardic die. Yes, your specialty die. Yes, sorry, my bad.
Why would you care about the health?
Yeah. So
why would you care about the health of a bard? You've never played a bard.
They have D8.
Okay, very good. So they start with 2 cantrips and two first level spells. Okay, wake up. Carrying on from second level, expertise, songs of restoration, and by the time you reach 20th level of a bard, you will have +6 in your proficiency bonus, an epic boon, D12 on your bardic die, 4 cantrips, and a variety of spells ranging from first level to 1 in 9th level. Any comments on that? Does that seem up your jam? Seem okay with you?
Swore they had more spell slots.
That's hard to say, considering bard's not really my thing. It doesn't seem to be your guys' thing. Detail wise, I don't really see much here that Just on, on this particular list, on this particular chart. Really, nothing really stands out that's going to say, hey, what did they do to my little bard? Okay, so to create your bard, you're going to have, starting equipment, armor, training, proficiencies, hit points, of course. So here we go. 1d8 hit points per level. Hit points at first level, 8 plus your Constitution modifier. Hit points per level after first, 1d8 or 5 plus your Constitution modifier. Your proficiencies, dexterity and charisma. That makes sense. I mean, you want to be able to play instruments. You want to be personable. Your skills, you're going to have deception, performance, persuasion, or any 3 skills of your choice. So those 3.
So why did it suggest them in the first place? Who's playing a bar without at least picking performance?
Who?
Me.
Well, I mean, alligators can't really perform. I mean,
Yes, they can.
They can open their mouth.
They can dance.
Oh yeah, prove it.
Oh yeah, you want me to death roll Noah?
You want to what?
Dance.
Death roll Noah?
Sure. All right.
And who says alligators can't perform?
Okay. So, carrying on. Weapons, they get simple weapons. And tools, they get 3 musical instruments of your choice.
3?
3. Why does that matter?
Who's carrying around like a trombone, a piano?
I mean, a flute, a lute, and a galoot. I don't know.
No, I want a piano, a tuba, a timpani.
Okay, you may be overthinking that one thing.
I want a full building-sized... No, it's not called an oregano. What's it called?
Oregano.
Organ! Yeah, a full building-sized organ.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well.
Shut up, Scott.
And let
I'm
them
not
lead the
done.
way.
I'm not done. Hey,
Oh, go ahead,
Give
sorry.
me a chance. I want a building-sized organ.
Yep.
I want...
Don't we all? Go on.
I want an amp.
An amp. Go on.
And I want a bass slider that's been homebrewed to break the sound barrier.
Well, you get those 3 because it's of your choice.
Break the sound barriers and it moves so fast that it goes faster than sound.
No. Break the sound barriers and pressure. You're destroying your eardrums through pure bass.
That's not what the sound barrier is.
Shut up, nerd.
All right. Okay, so carrying on. Your starting equipment, dagger. Now you're proficient in 3 musical instruments of your choice, but when you start, you only get 1.
Oh.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Right. So you get 100 gold pieces of equipment, dagger, entertainer's pack, leather armor, short sword, 18 gold pieces, whatever. All right. So
I wanted 19 gold pieces.
okay. Well, too bad. See, this is what it's like playing with teenagers. Okay. So do you understand how bardic inspiration works?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll just touch on that real brief. You can use your bardic inspiration die in the following ways. You can boost a d20 test. So you can also heal. And the number of uses is, determined, by your proficiency bonus, and you get a long rest to get them back. At higher levels, you get to do it more, and the die is more. So, level 1 spell casting, prepared spells. You have the following spells prepared: Color Spray, Disguise Self, Prestidigitation, and Vicious Mockery. Alternatively, you can prepare 2 0-level spells and 2 first-level spells of your choice.
What's that even mean?
I don't know.
First level Eldritch Blast.
It says of your choice. Okay, wait, hold on. Back up. Any spell you prepare for this class must be an arcane spell, though.
I think that's arcane.
Okay, well. You can. Who knows what qualifies as arcane within here now? But if it is, there you go. You could if that's the classification, you potentially could be a bard with Eldritch Blast. Fun times, right?
Yay.
Okay. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can practice your bardic arts and replace any spell you have prepared for this class with another arcane spell of the same level, abiding by the same restrictions above. All right, so the bardic table shows how many spell slots you have, so on and so forth. Spellcasting ability. Your spellcasting ability is determined by your charisma. And you also need a spellcasting focus. You can use a musical instrument as that focus. So, your juice harp. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Second level, Songs of Restoration, which starts off with Healing Word and can take you on up to Greater Restoration. Third level, your Bard subclass. The College of Lore is detailed after the Bard's class description, and other subclasses will appear in future Unearthed Arcana. Fourth level, you get a feat. You gain the ability score improvement feat or another feat of your choice.
Since when is ability score improvement a feat?
Apparently that's the thing that they may be trying to throw out there. Apparently they're wanting to push feats more.
Everything's a feat.
Everything's a feat, yes.
Even your feet are feet.
Even your feet are feet. I want the feet of more feet. And then I want it to stack.
Mutation.
And then I want it to stack. I want my feet to be a feet, but a feet.
That one Morkborg feat.
The feet, yes. Yes, the one Morkborg feet with the extra limbs. Hey, Mike.
Hey, get it right. The Morkborg feet only gives you an extra arm.
Right.
Okay, what if you have only feet, though?
Then you're quadrupedal.
Okay, but like an extra arm?
Did I ask?
Hand him the mic. You can't hear him.
Yes, I did.
Did I ask?
All right, carrying on. Let's see here. So, fifth level, Jack of all trades. You can add half your proficiency bonus to any ability check you make that uses skill proficiency.
Okay.
Sixth level, subclass feature. You gain a feature from your Bard subclass. Seventh level, font of Bardic Inspiration. You now regain all your expended uses of Bardic Inspiration when you finish a short rest or a long rest. Is that seventh? Wow. Eighth level feat. You gain the ability score improvement. So it seems like you're still going to be able to get an ability score or a feat at each level. You're just going to choose the ability score improvement feat.
So this one are epic boons level based.
Since the day when OneDnD drops, apparently. Alligator, can you check his pulse? Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, he's doing fine.
He's doing fine. Doing fine. All right. Carrying on.
He's back.
All right. He's back. 11th.
You're a hero.
11th level magical secrets. You've collected magical knowledge from a wide spectrum of disciplines. Choose a spell list: arcane, divine, or primal. Whenever you prepare spells for this class, up to 2 of the spells you prepare can be from that chosen list. The prepared spells otherwise follow the rules of your barding spellcasting feature. So, at 11th level, bards can essentially be mages. I guess they're allowing you to cast from any one of these. I mean, you're getting a ridiculous amount of spells at this point in time. At least that's the way I'm reading it.
Okay.
Or access to them. 12th level feat, more improvements, or add another feat to your leg. So now you now have 4 feet.
Yeah, per leg.
Okay. 15. Further magic secrets. Okay. I mean, I think they just ran out of naming convention there. So now you can choose any more spells from arcane, divine, or primal. 16th level, another feat. How many feet are we on? 5?
At least like 4.
So that's
3
feet. Okay, so that's what, 15 toes now? And then at 18th level, superior bardic inspiration.
Oh my god!
When you roll initiative, you regain 2 expended uses of your bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Just by rolling when you roll. I'm sorry. Did I say inspiration? When you roll initiative. So just by rolling initiative, you get 2 bardic inspiration back. 19th level, more feet. And then 20th level, you gain the epic boon of luck feat or another epic boon feat.
Why
of
even
your choice.
suggest the first one in the first place? You just say, "Oh, you just pick whatever."
I don't know. Okay. All right. So there. Then here is a suggested prepared bard spell list.
Once again, why even suggest if you're just going to let them pick whatever?
I guess they're trying to guide you in a particular direction of this archetype.
Players.
Yes, they're railroading the players by suggesting things to follow an archetype. Yes, that's all right. So, College of Lore. Do you want to skip over that? Because next up is Rangers.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay. So, real quick. Bards.
Yeah.
You guys never played them.
Yeah.
Other than just the general issues that you have with some of the changes that may or may not affect you in the long term.
Yeah.
Do you have any opinions or do you really care at all about the changes made to bards?
Really doesn't seem like much changed.
Okay. Alligator?
I'm a little shocked by the 2 bardic inspiration whenever you roll initiative thing. That's a little busted to me.
I would agree with you, and I'm fairly certain some people agree with you. Getting something for pretty much nothing.
That's been a thing in previous 5e things where like later on,
really,
classes regain like 1 or 2 uses of their abilities if they roll initiative.
Okay.
Like Samurai Fighter, they could like once they enter initiative, they could get a new thing.
Okay.
Shut up, nerd.
No, but you make a good point, Noah, because I think what you're suggesting is a lot of people don't play up to the higher levels. And you really wouldn't know that unless you're familiar with the rules. Like myself, I've never played anything other than running the the PvP for you guys for 20th level just for fun, but I've never really run any sort of campaign or adventure that fully utilizes that requires me to be familiar with that. But to be fair, even though it still exists or it may have existed in 5e, if that would have came across my table, I probably would have questioned it because it still seems a bit of a, hey, here's something for nothing. You're really not. I mean, you're just rolling initiative. You're not really earning it in one way or another. But I mean, if it's in the rules, so it's there for a reason for good or bad. All right, so. Rangers. Now, who has played or made a ranger? Okay.
I made a ranger.
Okay.
He had a gun.
I played a ranger.
Wait.
He also had a gun.
Are we still talking about 5th edition?
Maybe.
I think. What do you mean rangers don't have guns?
I'm not going to question you. Are you packing now?
I'm not a ranger.
Hey, man, be cool. Be cool.
I'm not a ranger.
No one needs to get hurt here.
Wait, look.
The alligator has a gun.
The alligator has someone's arm with a gun in it. All right, so Ranger. So you should have some sort of intimate knowledge of Rangers. So here we go.
Yeah.
Let's dive in.
Revised Ranger is better.
Okay. Uh-oh. Was that a disagreement or was he just choking on something?
He'll be fine.
Okay. Rangers. Okay. Obviously falling under experts. Primary abilities, dexterity and wisdom. We don't really need to go over the description. We all know what Rangers are.
They arrange things.
They arrange things, yes. Yes. They are feng shui masters. Right? That's the type of Rangers?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so hit points. They 1d10 hit die per level.
Scott, it's not the 1870s anymore. I don't think people say feng shui anymore.
What do they say?
I don't know. They just don't say feng shui.
Okay. You know that's the name of a role-playing game?
Yeah.
No, seriously. I will show it to you before you go home. All right.
If you go home.
If you go home. Hey, how do you feel about fried crocodile tail tonight?
I mean, he's an alligator.
Oh, well, good point. All right. So 1d10, or 1d10 is their hit dice. Hit points at first level, 10 plus your Constitution modifier. If you're not rolling for it. I mean, well, what they're essentially saying is you're going to get the max hit points at first level no matter what.
Yeah.
And I think that's, even though it may not say that in 5th edition or other editions, that's kind of an agreement for most people that at least first level max out your hit points, whatever edition you're playing, because no one really wants to die in the first battle. All right. After that, 1d10 or half rounded up plus your Constitution modifier. Your proficiencies you get as a ranger is your saving throws are going to be strength and dexterity. Your skills are going to be athletics, stealth, survival, or choose 3 from animal handling, athletics, insight.
Oh, so they allow the bars to choose anything.
I saw this one coming.
But they don't allow Ranger to choose anything. I am seeing some serious favoritism in this new OneDnD thing.
Hey, you can't...
They're screwing over Rangers again.
Hey, you can't spell bard without D.
What's that even mean?
Well, there's no N in bard, so I guess, it was a bad joke.
Bard D's nuts?
Was that the alligator? That's usually the alligator. Okay.
The alligator's having an overdose on the floor.
He just, yeah. So the ranger has 3 suggestions or a list of ones you can choose from. They do not get to pick whatever the hell they want like bards do.
This is discrimination.
Right. Well, kind of. Fantasy world role-playing game, but not real world. Okay, so Ranger. Ranger, you're going to start off with a +2 your proficiency bonus. Your class features are expertise, favorite enemy, spell casting. So you're going to get 2 cantrips and 2 first-level spells.
At level 1?
At level 1. Yep. Wait, how's alligator?
He's dead for a while.
Really?
He got knocked out.
Got knocked out. I assume alligators are a favorite foe of some ranger out there then. So
yeah.
It
was me.
Oh.
I knocked him out.
No, it's the favorite foe of my hair.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me explain for the good people at home why the alligator is dead right now.
Okay.
I pulled this on a straight of my hair. It came out and it slapped me in my eye.
Oh.
And it hurts like hell, so I'm out of commission.
Oh, okay. So you got a dinger right in the eye.
Sounds like a skill issue to me.
Shut up, nerd.
Yeah, so you got to. Hey, I can relate. I used to have long hair, and yes, a dinger right in the eyeball is going to hurt for a little bit. So comment when you can, Mr. Alligator. But
he's heaving on the floor right now.
Okay, well, if we need to stop the video and give him CPR, I can. So weapons, simple weapons and martial weapons, tools you get none. Yeah, no proficiency in any tools. But then again, this is the
not even like ranger tools, like refitting a bowstring.
Well, now remember what was essentially considered race is being changed to be something else. Your background is what's going to provide you with your tool proficiencies if you feel the class you're going into may be lacking. But apparently not. No, you don't start with any tools. Armor training, light armor, medium armor, and shields. And starting equipment, an example here is 20 arrows, an explorer's pack, longbow, quiver, scimitar, short sword, studded leather armor.
I might be dying like the alligator.
And a lock of the alligator's hair, because apparently that can knock someone's eye out from 40 feet away. How you doing, Zane? Are you okay? Are you still in pain?
Speak when spoken to.
To help visualize for the great folks at home, I'm doing the Family Guy death pose right now.
Oh, okay.
To help immaculate my pain.
Okay, what I'll do is I'll take a picture when we're done of him in the death pose, and maybe we'll post it on the website. So,
website?
What?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Post it in the comments on YouTube.
The OrcusDorkus.gov website.
.gov, yeah.
Yeah. .gov.
Watch out! I'm always watching. I'm coming for your taxes. All right. So multi-classing, yada yada yada. Proficiencies gain, armor training, so on and so forth. Nothing new. First level expertise. You gain expertise in 2 of your skill proficiencies of your choice. What they're suggesting is stealth and survival are iconic choices for a ranger if you have proficiency in them, but your skill proficiencies are of your choice as a ranger.
Rangers never had expertise.
Well, they do now.
Bad. 0 out of 10. Bad.
Okay.
Literally ruined.
Right. Okay, so first level, favorite enemy. Now I heard a bit of scoffing from the alligator regarding this, but let's read what they say about it. You are adept at focusing your ire on a single foe. You always have the Hunter's Mark spell prepared, and it doesn't count against the number of spells you can prepare. Moreover, you don't have to concentrate on the spell once you cast it. It lasts for its full duration until you end it as a bonus action.
That's not what favorite enemy was. Old favorite enemy was you gain like a bonus to damage against a type of monster.
Right.
Which was so much better than having a Hunter's Mark.
Right.
Why? That was like the only thing that made Ranger good.
Okay.
It was favorite enemy.
I thought favorite enemy was just like racism, so you got advantage on something.
It's racism, so you hit extra hard.
Oh, God. All right.
I hate beholders.
Right. Well, yes. Okay. So, but joking aside, Noah, you're relatively right. Yeah. For all intents and purposes, favorite enemy as far as rangers were always considered to be something of a focus. Orcs, beholders, abominations. Devils, whatever was available to choose from. But now apparently it's just if Karen is giving you a hard time at the grocery store,
you can just mark her or something.
Yes,
just like you pull out a Sharpie and just draw on her, and then you get bonuses.
Your favorite. Go ahead.
White women are my favorite enemy.
I really don't have to edit this, but we'll just leave that as is. Wow. Okay. So, but essentially, favorite enemy now is you. If you're having a bad day, that's your favorite enemy. If
you're marked.
Yes, you're marked. You're marked. You're marked. Yes.
I marked him.
Oh, you marked him. I think that's more of how a cat marks somebody. That's a different kind of mark altogether.
There, is that a better marking?
There you go. There you go.
The alligator bounced back and hit me in the eye again.
Oh, no. Okay, so you also get, and then this is Noah who took a little bit of exception to this, spell casting. You have learned to channel the magical essence of nature. So you have the following spells prepared: Cure Wounds, Guidance, Hunter's Mark, and Thorn Whip. Alternatively, you can prepare 2 0-level spells and 2 1st-level spells of your choice.
Why would you ever use Thorn Whip as a ranger?
Isn't Thorn Whip what you put on, what rangers put on ice cream? Yeah, I'm your dad. I'm allowed one dad joke. What does Thorn Whip do? I'm not familiar with it.
It's like a D6 damage.
Okay.
And like enemies have like half movement speed or something. I don't really remember.
Okay, I mean that sounds okay for a first level, character, right? Shouldn't it be?
Rangers have weapons.
You're right. Why are you wasting your time casting Thorn Whip on a nice bowl of 31 flavors when you can just devour it with your longsword?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get you. Alternatively, let's see. Okay, so or like it said, you just get to pick whatever you want. Any spell you prepare must be from the primal class. Right?
Good berry be upon thee.
Good berry be upon thee, my son. And whenever you finish a long rest, you can commune with nature and replace any spell you have prepared for this class with another primal spell. So you are one with nature and with your primal instincts of all the creatures.
Why are they dividing spell types up instead of just spell?
That's a very good question.
And just dividing the spell use between classes.
I think that's a fairly good question. I assume they're trying to do this to kind of keep things a little bit more organized, but it's kind of hard to realize that when you look at Bard, for example. I mean, Bard was only allowed to cast from a specific specific class of spell casting, but as they grew, they were able to cherry pick from all of them, whatever they want. So, I mean, I don't know. It's a way to categorize things, but I'm just not sure as to what they're doing with it this time. All right. At higher levels in your class, you can prepare more spells as shown on the ranger table, so on and so forth. Okay, spell slots. Wisdom is your spellcasting ability. Spellcasting focus, you can use a druidic focus as a spellcasting focus for the spells you prepare for your class. So what's a druidic focus? Is that just...
I don't know, like a piece of tree bark?
A lily?
Like a stick you found on the ground?
An owl pellet?
Just a frog?
just a stuffed alligator, for instance.
Oh my god, it's a druidic cantrip. Get up here. It's a druidic cantrip. I mean a
focus.
Focus. Yeah, it's also a cantrip. Summon alligator.
Is he going to start barfing good berries out of his mouth? Wow, Noah, do you feel better?
Yeah.
It feels good and berry.
Do you feel 1 hit point better?
Yeah, I feel nourished and 2 hit points.
All right, so second level, fighting style. You have owned your martial prowess. You gain one of the following fighting style feats of your choice: archery, defense, or 2-weapon fighting. Okay, that seems very on par with how rangers were. Whenever you gain a feat at later levels, fighting style feats are among your options, even though you aren't a member of the warrior group.
Okay.
So you're not allowed to the warrior end of year New Year's Eve party, but you still pay dues to the warrior guild, right?
Are they limiting feats per class now?
Possibly. That's how I would read it.
Why?
I don't know.
That was like one of the best things ever when you can play as a mage and get polearm master.
No. Get it right.
What?
Heavy armor master and great weapon master for a sorcerer with 8 strength.
I mean, you could seriously just be a wizard, and every time you got a feat, you just put it towards slowly working your way up to be able to wear heavy armor.
Yeah.
But now you can't.
Well, you don't know.
Probably. I don't know. I'm just going to get angry at something now.
All right, third level ranger subclass. What's their example for this? Hunter. Okay, there will be others coming as they've said in the previous one. Fourth level feats. You get more toes. You gain the ability to score improvement, so on, and another feat of your choice. Fifth level extra attack. You gain attack twice instead of once whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Kind of sounds like a warrior to me.
Yeah.
Sixth level subclass, you gain a feature from your ranger subclass. Seventh level roving, your speed increases by 10 feet while you aren't wearing heavy armor. You also have climb speed and swim speed equal to your own speed.
So you can swim in water while wearing half plate, which is medium armor.
That's the rules as written. So I wouldn't, as a DM, I would have to say, I guess I allow it. Yeah.
Just magically float.
Well, yeah.
Just ignore the extra 30 pounds of metal on your body.
Okay, fair enough. Eighth level, more toesies. Or you get to get stronger or smarter, or your teeth start to get more white as your charisma gets better. Ninth level, expertise. You gain expertise in 2 of your skill proficiencies of your choice. 10th level, another subclass feature. 11th level, tireless. Primal forces. Now help fuel you on your journeys, granting you the following benefits. Temporary hit points. Whenever you finish a short rest or a long rest, you can give yourself a number of temporary hit points equal to 1d8 plus your proficiency bonus. Decrease exhaustion. If you're exhausted when you finish a short rest, your level of exhaustion decreases by 1. Any comments on that, boys?
Okay.
All right. 12th level. You now have 20 toes.
Wait a second.
What?
Okay, never mind.
Okay. 13, Nature's Veil. You get a wonderful, tasty granola bar.
Is the alligator still recovering?
Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at Twitter.
We're almost done, alligator. Try to interject a little bit because we're almost done here. We're just going to do ranger and we'll stop. So, Nature's Veil.
Come on, alligator.
You invoke spirits of nature.
We'll deduct your pay if you don't participate.
You're not even paying me.
Shut up.
Nature's Veil. You invoke spirits of nature to magically hide yourself from view. As a bonus action, you can expend a spell slot and become invisible until the end of your next turn.
What? Wait, what? wait, what?
Nature's Veil. What's that?
No, I'm asking Noah if there's a red mark in my eye from,
No.
hair whip.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So Nature's Veil.
Invisible.
Yeah, you invoke spirits of nature to magically hide yourself from view. As a bonus action, you can use up a spell slot and become invisible until the end of your next turn.
So you can just choose to be invisible?
Yes, you put a towel over your face, and then if you can't see it, that means it can't see you. I think that's how it works.
Why?
Because
has this broken Noah? Okay.
The class he never liked.
Right.
Never will like.
Right.
Having anything.
Mic to him.
What level is this for?
Nature's Veil is 13th level.
Okay, yeah, it's a little balanced.
Okay.
It's funny though, just watching Noah lose his mind.
Mike.
Okay, so 14th level, another subclass feature. 15th level, Feral Senses. Your connection to the forces of nature grants you blind sight with a range of 30 feet.
So you can just see when you can't?
For 30 feet, yes.
Just because the feral senses are telling you to?
Yeah, remember we were talking about bards and favoritism?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
I see because the spirits tell me.
I mean, don't you know? I mean, there's plenty of animals out there that are completely blind that can see 30 feet around them because primal forces.
Wait.
Yeah.
Are the rangers gonna echolocate?
Wait. Here, do me a favor. Put your hand over the alligator's eyes. How many fingers am I holding up?
I believe just one.
Primal forces. All right. Let's see. 16th level, you now have 25 toes. 18th level, Foe Slayer. So now Karen has really pissed you off. She's thrown that Choco Maco latte in your face and has demanded to see the manager. And now you can mark her with a hunter's mark and deal an extra 1d10 damage to its target rather than an extra 1d6.
That's crazy.
I am the manager.
That's such a crazy difference.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. Yeah. And that's 18th level.
18. You'd expect it to, like, at least do 2d6 for 18th level?
Oh. Well, I mean, yeah. All right, 19th level. You now have, where was I? 25 toes? 30 toes.
30 toes.
30 toes. And then 20th level, epic boon. You gain the epic boon of fortitude feet or another epic boon.
Take this boon or whatever boon you want.
Right, exactly.
But you have to take the skills we told you to take.
Right. Okay, so, and here are some suggested first, or your rangers spells, cantrips, guidance and thorn whip, cure wounds, hunter's mark. Why would? Okay, so hunter's mark, and then you have the hunter's mark feet. Huh? Okay. Ensnaring strike, long strider, passive without trace, spike growth, bark skin, onwards until you reach 20th level, and you can cast the 5th level spell, Tree Stride. So the highest level spells you can cast as a ranger are 5th level.
All right.
Okay. And then a quick description of their subclass, and then we will go ahead and stop part 1.
Hunter, Beastmaster, Darkstalker.
Yeah, Hunter's Prey. 3rd level, when you hit a creature with a weapon or an unarmed strike as part of the attack action on your turn, the weapon or unarmed strike deals an extra 1d8.
Who's being unarmed as our ranger? Who's just going... as a ranger.
Well, I mean, maybe. What if someone took your weapon away? What if you're what?
That's what the cantrips are for.
Okay. Well, I mean,
if someone takes your sword, you don't just go. You use Thorn Whip.
Well, what if they taped your mouth shut and you could not evocate?
Fireball. It's tape. You just go.
Right. Okay. So anyways, so what they're saying is this third level Hunter's Prey specialty feat for Hunter does almost as much as the 18th level Hunter's Mark that you gain.
Third level.
Hunter's Lore, 6th level. You can call on the forces of nature to reveal certain strengths and weaknesses of your prey. While a creature is marked by your Hunter's Mark, you know whether the creature has any immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities, and if the creature has any, you know what they are. So Hunter's Mark is essentially when you rest your mouse on something in like, Fallout 1 or 2, and it kind of tells you a bit of stats about him. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right.
They can just do that. Whenever they look at something with Hunter's Mark, it's just like they open the Wikipedia page out of nowhere.
Right, exactly. No, it's just you focus on it, and it says Karen, 10
HP.
10 HP, feet, C manager, immunities, reason. All right, so 10th level multi-attack. You can now always have Conjure Barrage prepared, and it doesn't count against the number of spells. 14th level Superior Hunter's Defense. When you are hit by an attack roll.
Really? Conjure Barrage?
Yeah.
As a free spell? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yep. 10th level. You can also cast a spell with 1st and 2nd level spell slots. When you do so, the spell's damage is reduced by 1d8 for each spell slot level below 3rd. All right. When you're hit by attack roll, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against yourself, and then you can redirect the other half of the damage to one creature.
That's a rogue thing.
No,
they're stealing from rogues.
Well, rangers.
What happened to the picking of bonuses you can get? That was a ranger thing. You could pick you can customize it. Now it's no, you get the rogue thing.
Well, you do get to pick whatever spell you want.
Oh my God, D&D is all about choice. What can I say?
Yes. All right. There we go, boys. So we are at. We've been doing this for just about 15 minutes. So we hit rogues. So we'll do this. When you guys are available and want to do it again, we'll continue on with rogues and everything else in this sheet. We're about halfway through it. So any closing words as to what we've seen so far? Make sure you put the mic up to your face.
Stop putting that close to my face. Don't jab me with no, not really.
Okay. I think your actions and your expressions have said enough.
My expression of laying on the floor for half an hour?
No, I mean you've had a couple things, but no, I get it. Noah, how about you?
Wait, what?
Any closing words as to what you've witnessed so far?
Change Ranger back.
Hashtag not my Ranger.
I've played Ranger twice, but that was the best Ranger I've ever played.
Right.
Why Bard?
And there you go. The expert assessment by 2 seasoned players who have been playing D&D and other role-playing games for 5 years now. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Obviously, a lot of you in the previous videos enjoy the antics of Noah and Zane, and know that they appreciate all the wonderful comments that you've provided. We will be back another time for part 2 as we continue on through this. Not sure when. It's entirely when these boys actually feel like doing stuff like this, and I have no control over that. They are teenagers. So
they're actually 30.
Shh.
You look the part.
So if you like this video, obviously give a like. If you feel like subscribing, please do so. Whatever the case may be, I just do this for fun. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at OrcusDorkus. And also check out the podcast Titter Pigs that I do with Keith from RollingBoxCars.com. Looks like we're finally going to get Ken Height back in soon. After we had to do the reschedule due to Keith facing some sort of weird hurricane on the East Coast.
Sounds like a skill issue.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, just don't live in Florida.
Carolina, but
don't live in the east.
Don't live in the. Beware the east. Beware. The hurricane is coming. Oh, okay. And so once again, if you give a comment, in the comments, and if you or on Twitter. So once again, thank you all for watching, and until next time, Noah, say bye.
Bye.
And Alligator,
hello.
take care, everyone.